Hi, I'm Tony Burns from Effective Speaking, www.effectivespeaking.co.nz. And I'm here today to talk to you about the number one thing that you can do when you're delivering your presentation that will have you more confident, more influential, and more comfortable when you're standing in front of an audience. You may have come across the concept of eye contact. Now, eye contact is defined as when your eyes meet the eyes of someone else. But the real challenge is, how long do you meet their eyes for? And so Olivia and I talk about something slightly different from eye contact. We talk about eye connection. Eye connection is when you don't just make contact with someone's eyes, but when you connect. When you spend some time with that person through your eyes. That makes that person feel important. They know that you can see them. And they make that mean that you care about them. And when you appear to care about them, then they will start to care about you. What can happen when you look at that person in the eye just for a bit longer than is possibly the eye contact idea? That connection creates a bond, an emotional thing happens. And as a result, you as the presenter, change the way that you come across when you're speaking to that person. You see, when you make eye connection, you can only see one person. A person that's making eye contact is often trying to see everyone, and as a result, they see no one. When you make eye connection, you see one person. But the energy that is created between you and that person, which is a real, authentic, one-on-one conversational energy, the rest of the room feels that energy. The interesting thing, though, of course, is that you don't see the rest of the room. You're only looking at that one person. You're speaking to that one person as if they're the only person in the world. Obviously, you don't want to stay with them so long that they start to feel uncomfortable, but they'll give you signals about that. They'll break the eyes themselves. But if you see them nodding and smiling, you know you've hit a connection with that person. And then, in fact, your challenge is to leave them and to move to someone else. When do you do that? Well, you do that at the end of a sentence. Or, if your presentation is quite long, you'll do it at the end of a phrase in the middle of a sentence. Great presenters speak in short sentences. We'll cover this in another video. But what you can do with your eye connection is hold it until you reach a natural place to move on. That could have been one of them, even though my sentence hasn't finished, and you can tell because my voice went up, that would be a natural place for me to move to someone else, which would look a bit like this. And then I'm holding my focus on someone else, and then I may come back to you. Now, some people ask, well, if you're spending all that time with one person, doesn't the energy that you deliver get only delivered to that person? And the answer is no, because that energy is felt by the rest of the room. They somehow collaborate in the feeling of you're talking to them. And we've tested this with many audiences. So, next time you're speaking to a group of people, stop seeing a group. See individuals just in the same way as they see you. They only see one person standing in front of them. So speak to them as if you're only seeing one person in front of you. But of course, you're seeing many. So you have to share the love. Eye connection, spending sustained time with just one person at a time, is one of our number one delivery tips, because when you have that focus, you will have energy, an emotional connection with your audience, and someone who holds their eyes steady is seen as someone who is confident and, as a result, a leader who is influential. Go well with your delivery using eye connection. I'm Tony Burns from effectivespeaking.co.nz.